Assalamu alaikum, dear friends and fellows. How are you? I welcome you here on my training channel. My name is Abdul Khalik. Dear friends, look, all the people who have succeeded well here in this world, all the people who have done something really good, appreciable, all the people who are living well, they do have certain qualities in common. And one of those certain qualities which are common amongst all of the successful, the happy people, that is the innovation, the power of ingenuity, the creativeness. All of these people have creative powers. Having the creative powers really makes a big difference. It is not something small at all. It is a great power, a great talent. So I think that most of us, maybe many of us have just crushed it. They don't know. Some of the families I have seen, some of the families, certain circumstances, they discourage the creative power. They discourage it. Why it should not be so? For the reason that it is something highly appreciable. It is something having great utility in the life actually. So I think we need to work out how it can be developed, how it can be nurtured, how it can be benefited from. So dear friend, we have made it a topic of our discussion today, that how can we develop this creative power among in ourselves. After studying the subject, I have come to a conclusion that indeed there are certain things which are very important indeed, and these things have been enlisted. Let's talk about all that. I'm going to present all those very important information with you at the moment, right now. First of all, we need to embrace the curiosity. Curiosity, apparently, it might not be looking something good at all, but actually, it is the curiosity which makes you get more information, which gets you more knowledge, which creates an ingenuity, a creative power, a kind of, that is something really great. So always embrace curiosity. Other people, team member, family member, if at all some of those is a very curious person, never discourage it, because this quality in them. Rather, they will be of great help when the group or the family is in trouble, because they people can find the new ways of making making something good and great, and finding the solution. Now the first is embracing curiosity. The second is make time for solitude. Solitude is great thing indeed. Why not to understand the importance of it? Because our own intuitive powers come into it. Does not mean that all the time should be spent in the solitude. Not at all. It is really good to be with the people, to interact with the people, to learn from other people, to learn from listening, observing other people at work, our dear friend. But at the same time, as far this solitude is concerned, solitude is another very good, very useful thing, because during this period of solitude, if at all we are practicing it on a daily basis, let's let's think that somebody goes out for a solitary walk. I think it is great. It is very useful and beneficial, because we might find the solution of certain problems during our walk, because we are allowing our subconscious mind to become even more active. So, my dear friend, I think that being with the people is really great. I don't deny the importance of it at all, but at the same time, spending some of the time in the solitude, and that too preferably on a regular basis, like having a solitary walk or like doing a meditation, it is something really great. Practice solitude. And now the third is seek out diverse experiences, not to keep doing the thing in the same manner, not rather keep changing the way you try to handle and manage the situation, the way you try to do certain things. I think as far this way is concerned, we need to keep changing. We need to seek out diverse experiences. So the fourth is embrace failure. Failure is not bad at all. I don't say that we need to, that we should be sabotaging our own effort intentionally. Not at all. I think that we need to, we need to learn, because as for the failure is concerned, failure can teach us, failure can coach us, failure can give us a highly valuable learning experiences, and it will be a lot more helpful in making the next attempt of ours a better one. So, dear friends and fellows, I think that is embrace failure. So, the fifth is that practice mindfulness. What is this practicing the mindfulness? It is, a state of mind achieved by focusing one's awareness on the present moment, on the present moment, while calmly acknowledging and accepting one's feelings, thoughts, and bodily sensations, all of that without any sort of judgment. So, dear friend, this is, if at all it is used as a therapeutic technique, it will be called the mindfulness. But in the simple language and term, it simply means that, try to focus and concentrate upon the present moment. Practice mindfulness. Now the sixth is that, nurture your passion. Nurturing your passion. Passions matter, and matter a lot, because it strengthens us as a person. It provides us with a lot of extra energy. I think the passion is like a purpose of life. If at all you love doing something, if at all you are mad about something, so I think pursuing the passion, try to find your passion and try to, try to fulfill it, try to pursue it, try to seek it out, try to allocate a good amount of time for the pursuance of your passion, because passion will make you a strong human being, because passion will make you a well nourished psychologically, spiritually well nourished person. So never ignore your passions, rather find time to nurture your passions. Now the seventh is challenging the status quo. Challenging of the status quo mean not to do the thing in a fixed manner, not to do the things in a fixed manner, rather challenge the status quo. Challenging of the status quo is so important, so important. I think not to do the thing, not to be afraid of the thing, try to conquer the thing, try to do the thing which are considered, which are considered as something very difficult and challenging. I think we need to challenge the status quo. Mean, if at all the way things are going on, allow it. Although there are the desperate need to reform, to improve them, but we, because of, a status quo, the people are following and pursuing it. I think we need to change, and we need to challenge the status quo. And now the eighth thing, that is cultivate resilience. Cultivate resilience. Resilience, either one of the top few qualities, or maybe the number one quality. Resilience, that is that is being able to withstand, being able to recover back, bounce back quickly in case of a failure, in case of a setback, in case of feeling of inadequacy somewhere else. I think if at all the circumstances are difficult, if at all we have fallen and failed so many times, no problem. I can bounce it back. I can recover quickly, and I can restrike it. I will win. I am a courageous person. I'm a resolute person. Not the circumstances can ever defeat me, but I am much, much more stronger and resolute as compared to the tough circumstances, as compared to the tough situations. So I am resilient. And now the ninth and the last is trust your instincts. The ninth and the last quality we need to create in ourselves is the trust your instincts. We must be trusting our instincts, because as far these gut feelings are concerned, I think these are something, as far our intuitive power is concerned, never crush it. Rather, we need to encourage it. How can we encourage it? How can we strengthen it? How can we further improve it? By doing just one thing, and this one thing is called trust your instincts, trust your intuition. Because by this trust, I think we will be strengthening it, improving it. It is one of the vital qualities needed, that is trust your instincts. So that is all about creating, developing our creativity, our ingenuity, our innovativeness, which is so important, which is so important that maybe all the people who remained successful for a longer period of time, all of these people have this one quality in common, apart from certain other qualities, and this one quality is called innovativeness or creativeness. That's all at the moment. Thank you very much.